Hello, hello. Hi, guys. So let's talk about a topic that is going to be our first super challenging topic of German. Yes, super challenging because it's nothing like English. As you see on the left, it says definite articles, der, die, das. And you've probably heard der, die, das before, right? I mean, if somebody talks about German, they mention, oh, der, die, das. Well, if you've never heard of that, you're lucky. But der, die, das are the articles that we're going to use with all nouns in German. So, or sometimes they're substituted with something else, but you have to know which of the article is used with certain nouns and in what is not to be used. Okay, so are you ready for this? Der and die and das all stand for the. The desk, the skirt, the woman, the child, the car, and so on. And you go like, okay, well, I get it, right? The. Der stands for masculine nouns. Die stands for feminine. So you probably recognized er in der, right? We've seen er stands for he, so der represents masculine he, the. Now die is like sie, das is like s, it. So der will signal masculine nouns, die will signal feminine nouns, and das will signal neuter nouns. So all German nouns have gender. Okay, so we got this covered. So basically that means all nouns can be he, she, or it. And now you would say, okay, well, the same is in English. We say he, the dad, she, my mom, and it, the car. Well, you wish it was the case in German. It is the case for people. Yes, it's easy. So you'll use der Mann, right? The man. Die Frau, the woman. Die Schwester, the sister. Der Bruder, the brother. Die Studentin, the female student. Der Student, the male student. So far so good. But for things, everything in English, all things that we see, we would just say it, right? It, the desk, it, the phone, it, the potato, whatever. But in German, a thing can be masculine, feminine, or neuter regardless of to whom it belongs, resembles, what it resembles, or how it is spelled. Yes, you heard me right. There is no way of telling by looking at a thing or by looking at how it is spelled. There is no way of telling its gender. So it can be masculine, could be feminine, could be neuter. When you're looking at here I'm sitting with my coffee cup. You don't see me, but I'm looking at a cup. And for you guys, it's it, right? I mean, yeah, the cup. Now, coffee is it for you too, right? And my desk and my mic that I'm using, the computer that I'm using, the phone I'm looking at, they're all it. In German, my coffee mug is going to be she. Surprise. My coffee is a he. My cell phone is das, which is it. My computer is a he, a guy. My book is it, s, neutral. So, and it's not only because it belongs to me. I mean, once there is gender is already established, so it is attached, permanently attached to that noun. But the problem is, you can't know. You can't know what gender is the word by looking at it or by knowing the word, the noun alone. So the article der, die, or das must be drilled along with the noun because there's no way of telling what gender is the noun. Okay? So all of your words that you drill, all vocabulary that represents things, you will have to drill it along with the article. So instead of drilling the word, let's take a word, say the word hunt. Yeah, hand. By looking at your hand, there is no way of telling if it's a he, she, or it. In English, it's it, but in German, it's actually a she. So she, the hand. If you want to use the article by saying, die Hand, you will have to pick this one because die represents the feminine nouns. Does that make sense? Well, I know it doesn't make much sense, but do you understand what I'm aiming at? Your nouns are going to start with die, like Deutsch, German, right? No matter what, because you have to drill the article along with the noun. Alles klar? This is the phrase I use for, is it clear? Alles klar? Say, ja, alles klar. Okay. Now, as I said, as much as you want to find a pattern, most likely you will not be able to, or you'll be Einstein and then let me know so we can, put a copyrighted material on that. So, makes no sense. The gender that you look at the item and you go like, what? It can be masculine. It makes no sense. You could be guessing, but pants, for example. Pants, right? Pants. It's they in English because we see it as a plural item. In German, it's actually she. We see it as singular and we see it as feminine. So, sie, she. So you'll be saying die Hose. And we're going to learn those vocabulary, those words in the topic called Kleidung, clothing. Skirt. You go, skirt must be feminine, right? Usually women wear those. Well, in German, it's he, der Rock. Der Rock. You don't have to take my word for it. You can check the dictionary, guys. The word for a window is Fenster. Fenster. And Fenster is actually neutral in German. So das Fenster, it. School is she. She, the school. Sie. So die Schule. Die Schule, the school. A shoe would be he. Der Schuh. Der Schuh. Remember, der represents masculine, die represents feminine, and das represents neutral, okay? Desk. Tisch is a he in German. Der Tisch. Der Tisch. The word pencil that you probably have seen already on your first page in the ebook is actually Stift and masculine. Der Stift. Der Stift. But the board in the classroom is she. Die Tafel. She. Die Tafel. So yes, you'll be saying, oh look, she's dirty. The Tafel, right? You'll say, oh, my pencil is kaputt. He is kaputt. Ist kaputt. Right? If you wanted to say, the skirt is expensive, you'll say, der Rock. He is expensive. Ist teuer. How do you like it? You don't admit it. Okay. Now, it gets more confusing. In plural, all nouns, all of them, regardless of what they were in the singular form. Remember, der Tisch, der Stift, das Buch, das Fenster, der Rock, die Hand, all of them will be die in plural. So the form for the in plural, the shoes, the windows, the cars, the pencils, the people, they're all going to be die. But because it's die, it doesn't mean it's feminine. It seems like we ran out of words, so now we're using die to signal plural as well. So we have der, die, das for singular, and die for plural. Okay? You wished it was it. No, it's not. When talking about an item that is masculine, you need to refer to it according to its gender. So, if you wanted to ask your mom or whoever is it, who you live with, you'll go, have you seen my watch? Right? In German, you don't know how to say it yet, but I'm just giving you examples. And your mom will say, she's on the desk. Your watch, she, die Uhr. She's on the desk. Or something like, is this your pen? Is this your pen, I should say? And the answer is, yes, he is mine. Because pen is masculine in German. Der Kugelschreiber. Okay? Your skirt is awesome. Thanks. He was on sale. He, because skirt. Der Rock is masculine.